What's up, YouTube? This is Bystander X79, guys. Today I'm coming to you with my latest product opening. And as you can see, we're going to be doing the Speed Duel starter decks. I have both sets here, Destiny, Masters, and Duelists of Tomorrow, okay? Now, the cool thing about the Speed Duel decks is that each of these sets actually comes with 3 different decks. Alright, one for Yugi, one for Pegasus, one for Ishizu, one for Kaiba, one from Joey, one for Mai, alright? So that's pretty damn awesome. Alright? So without further ado, let's just get into this. I'm going to be not only showing you the cards in the decks, but I'm also going to be talking a little bit about the new rule sets that come along with Speed Duels. Alright, so first off, alright. Let's get this going. Ah, there it is. Alright, kind of with that. Alright, so that's not bad. Alright, so here we're going to do alright, so we got a pack of ultra rares. It looks like those ultra rares support the various decks. You got Kaiba right here. Where's Joey? Alright, you got the field spell. Come on, Joey, get out. Alright, so each of the decks, they're 20 cards each. Alright. They come in their own little boxes here, and you can see you got the deck lists as well, which is pretty awesome. Alright, and you got a pack of cards. I think 3 cards support the different decks, so we're going to just go through that. Alright, we also got the field here. Alright, so let's just, before we go into this, let's just talk quickly about Speed Duels. Alright? Now, Speed Duels is basically like a simplified version of Master Rule 2. Alright? Master Rule 2 field basically... Let's zoom out. That's in. Zoom out. Out. Alright, the Master Rule 2, basically you had, when they created Master Rule 2, basically they changed this zone right here from Fusion Deck to Extra Deck because we started getting Synchros. Alright? But this is basically a simplified version of Master Rule 2 zone. Basically because you have 3 main monster zones, 3 spell and traps. Alright? So that's it. You get 3 monsters in the field, 3 spell and traps at any time. We do have a field zone still, the graveyard and the decks are still in the same area, so that's pretty cool. Another notable thing, no extra monster zones, which means extra monsters are going into the main monster zones again, which is awesome. So anybody who really doesn't like to play using links, Speed Duel format might be where you want to go. Alright? Now I turn this over, we have they give you a rule set right here. They also explain things about skill cards. If you play Duel Links, you know about the characters have different skills. Basically, skill cards are chosen before the start of a duel. You choose one skill card and place it face down before the duel starts, so the character's name shows. So that's basically face down right there. Alright? It might say you can flip it face up at the start of the duel. If it does not, then the instructions on the hidden side of the card will tell you when you can activate it by flipping it face up. When you do, just follow the instructions on the card. So it's basically almost kind of like a trap card that you can activate at any point. Skill cards should be secret from your opponent until you use them, so don't let them see what the card is when you set it up at the start of the duel. Okay, that might be a bit of a stretch. That might be a bit of a stretch, considering that there's 3 skill cards for each character, so there's maybe like 9 per box, and a total of 18 altogether right now. Not bad, but then again, if people get these decks, they're going to know what the skill cards are. Because if they have different activation requirements, you're going to pretty much know what they have face down. Alright? The other cool thing about it is right here. Cards legal for speed dueling. Speed duels are played with a carefully selected set of cards. For speed duels, you should only use cards with the Speed Duel watermark on them. Alright? Now, they all do have it. I've never seen this in the other videos, but maybe because of the lighting, but I'm going to try to show you with the package of hollows. You can use all the Speedo cards when you play with the regular rule set and put them in your decks, except for the skill cards. Those are only 4 things. So, what is this telling us? It basically means if Konami is carefully picking the cards, that basically means they're going to try to keep all the broken-ass shit out of Speed Duels to make the game a little bit fun. Like how Classic Yu-Gi-Oh! Was. Okay? Not bad, not bad. I know they're going to be releasing box sets of boosters to support speed dueling. I think this one coming out in March. supposed to support all the decks that were released now, and I think it's also introducing Zame. So it's going to be very interesting to see how they're going to incorporate the stuff. Alright? And not only that, but that first booster box is going to really dictate what the Speed Duel meta, first Speed Duel meta is going to be like. Alright? Now on to the rules. Okay? Alright, each player begins with 4,000 life points. So you're going to be basically dueling just like they duel in the anime. Let's see if I can get closer onto the rules right there. Okay. So 4,000 life points. Your life points hit 0. Good. If you have fusion monsters, your purple cards like Thousand Dragon, place them in an extra monster zone. Alright, before that's pretty much known. Main decks. Your deck can contain between 20 and 30 cards. So your maximum number of cards is 30. The minimum number of cards is 20. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. I kind of would have wished that they kept it at 20. It would have been a little bit more challenging building decks like that with a strict limit. But between 20 and 30 is not bad. Alright, your extra deck, if you have any fusion monsters, can be between 0 and 5 cards. That's right, you only get a 5-card extra deck. Interesting. That's going to really make things very fun, because you got to choose your extra deck monsters very carefully. Alright, and then you shuffle your cards in your deck together before the duel. That's pretty much that. You can't have more than 3 copies of the same card. That's pretty standard. Each player chooses 1 skill card before the duel and places it face down in front of them. Alright, so yeah, skill cards are like trap cards. Flip a coin to start, roll dice to start. Winner gets to choose to go first or second. If you go first, you don't draw a card. Alright, each player draws the top 4 cards from the deck. So basically, the maximum number of cards you're allowed to have in your hand is about 4. Now, this is the one thing that I'm really interesting here. The duel is played in turns. At the start of the turn, you draw a card, except if you're going first. Then you can set traps, play spells, and summon monster in any order. Okay, still, that's your main phase right there. After that, you can attack. And when you're done attacking, your turn ends. Okay, now that's something that's interesting. I think this particular paragraph, it needs to be clarified by Konami really soon. Because what I'm hearing is, alright, you get a draw phase. They don't make any mention of a standby phase, so they might have cut that out. You get main phase 1, then you get a battle phase, and then it's your end phase. Alright, if that's going to be how it goes, Konami needs to turn around and clarify that in the next update of their official rulebook. Or at least put out a separate rulebook for speed dueling, or make it known what the rules are. Especially if that affects the phases of the duel. Okay. Everything else basically is pretty much standard. You can see in the rulebook, it talks about summoning your monsters. Special summoning is pretty much for free. Monster with yellow borders, yeah, they can describe the different card types. The yellow borders or tan borders are your normal monsters. Orange borders are your effect monsters. Blue borders are your rituals. Purple borders are your fusions. You get the spells and traps. Yeah, and they go on to talk about other things. That's pretty much all standard. And then they also go through the attack positions, attack versus attack. If your monster's bigger, if your monster's small, if both monsters are the same. If the attack's bigger than the defense, attacks equals the defense, or the attack's smaller than the defense, you get it. So that's pretty much all standard stuff. I mean, that's not bad. I'm not going to turn around online. That's not bad. I just hope they clarify the structure of the turn for speed duels in. So let's just get back to the cards now. So, all right, we got the Kaiba, the Mai, and the Joey. We're going to go into this pack here. I'm going to see if I can show you the watermark on these cards. I didn't see them in a lot of other openings, but let's see if I can get it to show up. All right. Where is it? Oh, there it is. You can see it right there. You can see it. It says Speed Duel. That's the watermark. Okay? So any cards that contain that Speed Duel watermark, let me see if I can get this out. Yeah, there you go. You see a little bit better there. The Speed Duel watermark. Can I get it on the spell card as well? Yeah, you got some glare with the lights over here. Let me see if I can turn up the light. Yeah, we're not getting anything off of it. Yeah, but yeah, you can see a little bit better now. Alright. But yeah, you can see the Speed Duels on that. So all the Speed Duel cards have that mark on them, and that makes them legal for Speed Duels. We got Fusion Gate on this. That's pretty cool. That's going to be for Joey's deck. Champions Vigilance is going to be for Kaiba's. And then Amazon Village, yeah, that's pretty much for my eyes. Alright. So those are the 3 cards that support the different decks here. So we're just going to put them like right like this. Cool, we got an Ultra Rare Fusion again. That's a pretty awesome card to have. Alright, sit through that. Okay, so let's just turn around and get through the Joey deck first. Let's do Joey. Alright, so this is the way the box comes. Some people open this. There's a tab right here. That's the way you open it with this. So you just grab the tab, pull down, the whole thing comes off. And then, okay, so we got this coming out. So we got the cards coming out. I think we see the you see the skill cards first. So, okay. So, get the first skill card, Grit. Alright. At the start of your turn, call 2 numbers and roll a 6-sided dice. If you roll the number, you'll call your life points do not get lower than 1 until the end of your opponent's next turn. Alright. The spell card, you can only use the spell card once per duel. Alright, so that's not bad. That's great. Alright, last gamble. At the start of the 5th turn, after this card, activate this skill, count both players' turns. During the main phase, you can reduce your life points to, 100 and discard 2 cards from your hand. Roll 6-sided dice and draw cards equal to the result. The skill can be only used once a turn. Alright, that's interesting. I'm not sure how good that card's going to be, but I'd like to do this. Palamine Station! During your turn, you may reveal 1 normal monster in your hand. This turn, that monster can substitute for any fusion monster material. If you do, the other fusion material monster must be correct. The skill can only be used once per duel. That's not bad. That's not a bad card for fusion decks. Alright, so I like that. Alright, so you got Red Eyes, Meteor Dragon, cool. Flame Manipulator, Misaki, Alligator Sword Dragon, Baby Dragon. This is basically Joey's deck on steroids. Time Wizard, Copycat, pretty cool. Gearfried. We got 2 polys, cool. Straight Lambs. Legendary Sword, Sogen, Field Spell for Warriors and Beasts, Dice Foon, Graceful Dice, Skull Dice, Kunai with Chain, Red Eye Spirit. That's pretty cool. And for fusions, you got Flame Swordsman, Thousand Dragon, and Alligator Sword Dragon. Not a bad set of cards. Not a bad set of cards. I don't know. I'm feeling these cards. These cards kind of feel a little bit more glossy. And that's that. Let's put those back. I think Palaminization seems to be the best one out of Joey's skill cards, because it helps out with fusion summonings, and you can use it in any fusion decks. Not bad. Alright, so that's Joey right there. I'm going to put the Ultra Rare with the rest of the cards. Alright, so that's Joey right there. Joey's done. Alright, let's do mine next. Alright, there's the tab. We pull it down. Oh boy, that's just not good. There's the tab. It comes off. Alright, that's pretty cool. And then this thing didn't come off. Let's just get in there. Alright, so we put this on the side. Alright, so you got the Aroma Strategy skill. Alright. May look at the top card of your deck at any time. Oh, that's a pretty damn awesome card. That's a pretty damn awesome score. That's got to be continuous then. That's not bad. All right, Aroma Strategy. It is a pretty damn awesome. You know, all right, Fly the Harpies. Yeah, no, this is pretty much a skill for Harpy cards. Let's see. If you have if you lose 1,800 more life points, you can activate this skill during your next draw phase. During your draw phase, you can search your deck for 1 Harpy card, reveal it to your opponent, and add it to your hand instead of your normal draw. All right, so that's not bad. If you do, flip this card over. Okay, so interesting. All right, the Tribal Synergy. Okay. All right, So if you have an Amazonas card and a Harpy monster in your hand, reveal them both and draw a card. If you control an Amazonas monster and a Harpy monster, you draw 2 cards. Each of these skills can be used once per duel. Alright, that's not bad. I'm liking the Aroma strategy better. Alright, so the cards themselves: Harpy Lady 1, Harpy Lady 2, Harpy Lady 3, so those are the effect monsters. Harpy Lady Sisters. Amazon Chainmaster, Amazonas Sword Woman, Amazonas Sage, Birdface, 2 Birdface, a Sonic Shooter, Elegant Aethys, 2 of those, Triangle STK Spark, a Cyber Shield, Harpy's Hunting Ground, best card in attacking. Amazonas Heirloom, and then you have Amazonas Archers, Windstorm of Aquata, and Shadow of Eyes. Oh, and Wild Tornado. So that's Mai's deck. And I don't know, Mai's deck kind of reminded me of what she ran in Battle City. The mix of Harpies, but then again, the only Harpy you saw her play in Battle City was Cyber Harpy, if memory serves me correctly. It was either Cyber Harpy or the original Harpy Lady. You guys can correct me down in the comments below. And that was basically my deck. Okay, let's see what pathetic cards Kaiba has for us. Yeah, Kaiba, I went there. Okay, so this one's coming off there again. So it's that. Okay, skill cards. Okay, so we got Peak Performance. Alright. All Dragon, Wing Beast, and Thunder Monsters in the field gain 200 attack and defense. So this basically is kind of almost like Ace. Yeah, it's a field spell. Man. Okay. Beatdown. If you control a level 5 or higher monster, you can activate this skill. All monsters you currently control gain 300 attack for each level 5 or higher monster you control. At the end of your turn, flip this card over. Okay, that's pretty damn impressive. Can be used in a lot of different decks. Dragon Caller. Oh, this is going to be fun. Once per duel, you can get one of the following skills. Alright, if you successfully normal summon the Lord of D, add 1 Flute of Summoning Dragon from your deck to your graveyard to your hand. Alright, so you get a search off that. Alright, reveal the Flute of Summoning Dragon from your hand, then add 1 Lord of Dragon from your deck or graveyard to your hand. Alright, so this gets Lord of Dragon onto the field. Or in your hand, because we got blue eyes. Only 1. Alright, that takes you back to basically the way the structure deck was. The original starter decks where you only get 1 Blue Eyes and Kappa was running 3. 2 Battle Axes, Ryuku's Empowered, 2 of those. Monster Dragon number 2. Here's your Lord of Dragons. You got 2 of those. A Twin-Headed Behemoth, Tyrant Dragon, that's an awesome card here. Spirit Ryu, Kaiba Man, of course. Put Summoning Dragon, Stamping Destruction, alright, not bad. Cost down, awesome Kaiba card. First German Destruction. You got the actual field spell. So you got like 2 copies. One was a skill, one is this. I don't know why they put that in there. If they're going to create a skill to replace it. Interdimensional Mana Transporter, Dragon's Rebirth, and then Trap Jammer. Alright, so that wasn't that bad. And of course we also have Champion's Vigilance. Awesome counter trap to run with Blue Eyes. So far so good. Let's do Destiny Masters here. Get that stuff. Let's see what Yugi has for us. Hopefully we get some interesting cards out of this. I'm more curious to see what's going to come in that first booster set. Okay, so we got boom, the Ultras, we got Yugi's, got that field. Let's see if I can get this cards out. What is this? This is going to be. Alright, we got Pegasus. And then, out comes Ishizu. Alright, not bad. The Ultras. Support the decks. That's pretty cool. Alright, Sorup, Shard of Greed. That's for Yugi. Golden Apples. Alright, damage when you control no monsters. Gain life points equal to the damage. Your things. Special summon 1 malicious token or malice token. Its attack and defense is equal to the amount of life points you gain during an effect. And then you have, that's probably for Shizu, and that's Mikai. That's going to be for Pegasus. Alright. pretty cool. So there you go for the Ultras. Of course, we gotta start with Yugi. Get that off. Come over here. Open this up. Let's see what skill they gave Yugi. Okay, so they gave Yugi a field spell skill as well. That's Yami. Alright, powers up Fiend and Dark Attribute. Yeah, Fiend and spellcasting monsters and power sound fairy type monsters. Okay. Destiny draw. Okay. If you lose 2,000 more life points, you can activate this skill during your next draw phase. During your draw phase, you may search your deck for any card, reveal it to your opponent, and add it to your hand instead of drawing. If you do that, flip this card over. Alright, Destiny drawers. Yugi top deck and all that bullshit. Final draw. Okay. Activate this skill during your main phase. Once during your turn, you may place a counter on this skill. If it has 3 or more counters, when you withdraw a card, you may search your deck for any card and add it to your hand. At the end of this turn, you lose a duel. So basically, if you activate this skill, you gotta win a duel. Alright, Dark Magician, Feral Imp, Rogue Doll, 2 Rogue Dolls. Oh, DMG. Legion, the Fiend Jester, 2 of those. The Stern Magician, Double Costin, Blue Dragon Summoner, 1,000 Knives, Sage's Stone, Dark Magic Attack, Ryuko, that's also awesome card, Chibi Doll, Wonder Wand, Light Force Sword, great Yugi card, Magician Circle, Magic Jammer, and 7 Tools of the Bend. Alright, so some pretty basic stuff there. I mean, so far, this is pretty much par for the course for starter decks that came out maybe like 2002, 2003. Alright, let's go see what Pegasus has. Alright, Pegasus was that other character. Yeah, it was Yugi and Kaiba for the first starter decks. And then we had Pegasus and Joey for the second starter decks the following year. Alright. Okay, so we got a skill that takes the place of Tomb World. This card is treated as Tomb World. Pegasus skill. Alright. Mind Scan. At the start of the third turn, if your life points is 3,000 or higher, activate this skill. Count both players' turns. You may look at the opponent's set spell and trap cards at any time. If your life point drops below 3,000, flip this card over. Alright, so you know what the back rows are going to be. Millennium Eye. Now, this is one of my favorite skills here. I talked about this before. Basically, at the start of the duel, look at your opponent's opening hand. You may choose to have that player shuffle their hand into their deck and draw another 4 cards. Alright. If this player uses a skill at the same time, the turn player resolves this skill first. Alright, that's not bad. So they either get rid of their entire starting hand and draw a new one, or they can keep it and you know what's in their hand. So, Rogue Doll more. Toon Alligator, more Toon Alligators, Parrot Dragon, Dark Rabbit, Toon Mass Sorcerer, 2 of those, Toon Mermaid, a Toon Summon Skull, a Relinquished, Black Illusion Mistral, Toon Table of Contents, Toon Rollback, Toon World, more Toon World, a Yami, a Sword of the Deep Sea, Toon Defense, Jar of Greed, Wild Tornado, and that's it for Pegasus. Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed. I mean, alright, I know these are supposed to be starter decks, but I mean, I was kind of hoping we would at least see some of the newer support that Pegasus got from that legendary duelist pack he was in. Gravekeepers. Okay, so Shizu has Gravekeepers. Yeah. Alright, so we got here. Bam! Science, it looks like. Alright. Opponent's life points are more than twice your life points. Activate this skill. You may look at the top card of both you and your opponent's decks at any time. Interesting. Gravekeeper's lot. Alright. If you lose 1,800 more life points, you can activate the skill during your next draw phase. During your draw phase, you may search your deck for a Gravekeeper's card, reveal it to your opponent, and add it to your hand instead of drawing it. And then if you do, this card face down. Alright, that's not bad. Similar to what my had. So Millennium Nicholas. As a start of the opponent's turn before they draw, you may look at the top 3 cards of the deck and rearrange them in any order. Oh my god. Okay, you can only use the skill once per duel. Alright, so at least they put a once per duel clause on this, but damn. Controlling what they draw. Alright, Gravekeeper's Curse, Spear Soldier, 2 Spear Soldiers, a Vassal, a Chief, a Cannon Holder, an Assailant, 2 Assailants, alright, a Priestess, 2 Priestess, a Recruiter, a Shaman, an Oracle, Cataville Woman, Gravekeeper's Steel, Hidden Temples of the Necro Valley, Sebek's Blessing. They didn't include Necro Valley. Well, I think that's what Shaman's for, I think. Blessed Held by a Tribute, Rite of the Spirit, Eye of Truth, and that was that. Wow, they didn't include Necro Valley into that. Shoot, man, what the hell, man? If you're really playing Gravekeepers, you gotta put at least 1 Necro Valley into this deck. Alright, I know one of the Gravekeepers acts as, yeah, I think that's Shaman. Alright, yeah. While Necro Valley is on the field, your opponent can activate now. It has an extra effect. Shoot. Yeah, your opponent cannot activate field spells, or field spell cards cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Yeah, you make a Gravekeeper deck and you don't put Necro Valley in it. That's just poor deck building right there. I'm sorry. Konami dropped the ball in there unless they're planning on putting that in the set. That should have been in the deck. I'm sorry. You don't build a Necro Valley deck. You don't build a Gravekeeper deck without putting Necro Valley in it. I'm just sorry. All right, so that's basically it. Yeah, these decks, these are definitely starter decks. They're hiding back to the glory days of Yu-Gi-Oh! Back 2000, 2003. I mean, I think the card choices pretty much prove that. But you know what? Speed Duel format's here. We're getting more support for it. Hopefully, Konami really does put a lot more support into it, and we start seeing more events with it in the future. Alright? So guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this on my channel, make sure to subscribe and enable notifications so you don't miss a single upload. Guys, I am having a Savage Strike box giveaway. The video is going to be in the end screens. It's the Volcanic Stun video. Click on that. Go to the comments. You can like and subscribe there if you haven't already done so. In the comments, type I want in and at on the Volcanic Stun video, and I will put you into the drawing for the Savage Strike box giveaway. So guys, until next time, peace!